So, welcome to this practice. And for the beginning of today's practice, we really want to open our chest and shoulders. So, if you have books or yoga props around you, we would be using a brick. If you don't have that, then start to roll your yoga mat up from the bottom and just keep going till you've got a fat little sausage that we're going to take behind our shoulders. You might also use a cushion. So, the brick is just going to go to what we call our thoracic spine. That's just behind the heart. The head comes back, and then we're going to take our arms out into a sort of a cactus shape, where what we're looking for is a really big opening across our chest. You might take the feet together and let the knees come out wide, or you might have the knees bent. And have a little wiggle around because this should be comfortable. So while you arrange that, I'm going to sit up and talk to you. So much of our modern life involves us hunching forward on computers or driving. We're really trying to open our heart space now because I'm sure I don't have to tell you tomorrow as we record this live is Valentine's Day. So as you close your eyes, breathe into the center of your chest and create space there. And now see if you can breathe a little bit more on top. And as you breathe out, just gently purse your lips and take a long, full breath out. Breathe into the center of the heart. Breathe in some more. Take a long breath out. And the Dalai Lama said, we can't love anybody else unless we love ourselves first. And it might be a cliche, but so true. So as we begin this practice today, can we begin in a state of loving kindness towards ourselves? We're not here to force our body into shapes it doesn't want to do. We're just here to take care of ourselves. Take 3 more deep breaths, creating space into the center of the heart. And notice any thoughts that are dominant. Often our thoughts are quite vicious. We wouldn't dream of speaking to a friend the way we talk to ourselves. So just notice how you are as you begin this practice. And welcome to those who've just joined us. So let's just remove that brick now from the back of the heart. And notice if you feel a sense of opening. And if you do have tight shoulder, that's a really good one to do at the end of each day. So just roll those shoulders back now. Feel that wide open heart space. And let's bring the knees in towards our chest. And let's give ourselves a hug. The symbol of loving ourselves is a hug. So just gentle rock from side to side, easing out the lower back. Hold on to the back of the knees now and let's roll up. So as the toes tap down, the heart rises. As we exhale, we come back down again. Inhale, we lift, heart rises. Exhale, back down. And again, come up to a little balance this time. We keep that heart lifted. Maybe we straighten the legs. Maybe we let go of the arms. Take a breath. And then it's come to crisscross the shins as we face the front of the mat. So we'll start with right shin in front of left. And just start to unravel those tight shoulders a little bit. So as we inhale, let's take the right arm in front of you, all the way up and over, and then behind you, as if you're trying to reach for something that you can't quite get. And go really slowly so you can feel how tight the muscles we call the pecs are. And next time that right arm comes all the way over, let's just take it all the way behind you now as we come into a twist. Let the left hand rest on the right knee and grow so tall as you inhale. And as you exhale, turn the tummy and then your heart as you look over your right shoulder. And we breathe. So every time we involve the hands, we involve our shoulders. So check that left hand isn't over gripping. And come back to center. And then just lean back as you crisscross the legs the opposite way. So this time it's the right hand comes down, left arm lifts. So circle it in front of you. Take it behind. Just be curious about how tight it feels there. Try not to whiz through. Just really feel. And when the Dalai Lama was asked what love was, he said it was the absence of judgment. So we're not judging our shoulders, we're just noticing. And as the left hand comes behind you, the right hand comes across now. Grow so tall as you inhale. And as you exhale, first the tummy turns, then the heart. And then soften around the shoulders. 2 deep breaths. Maybe blow away, especially if you've had a kind of head system. And let's come back to center. Take the fingers to the shoulders now and do big circles with the elbows. And you might do 2 one way and 2 the other. And what we're going to do next is for our heart rate and circulation. It's really good to get everything going. It's like putting oil on your spine. So lifting up those elbows, we're just going to turn to the right, then the left, and just speed up a little bit. So this really loosens at the back of the heart. And you might notice which bits are creaky. Just do 1 or 2 more. And then stop in stillness, let the hands drop in your lap and just feel that life within you, your life force, chi, prana, the tizzle, the fizzly feeling, tingles. And now let's come on to all 4. So the way we express our love in the world is through our hands. So just take a moment to really notice yours as you spread them wide. And we're just going to lift our right arm up. And as that right arm rises, reach into the fingertips. As you exhale, take the right hand down, lift the left arm up. So again, notice which bits are tight. As the left hand comes down now, once again, we lift the right arm up, but this time we straighten our right leg out to the side. And now let that right elbow come to the right waist and just drop your left ear. And feel any tightness in the right side of the neck. And now press that right palm to the sky, make it a palm, and maybe we lift up the right leg. So finding balance if it's there, 1 deep breath. And a final option is possibly to see if we can hold the foot. Not all of us can, so we don't judge ourselves. We just see and then breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more breath. Press the foot into the hand to really help you open the heart. Gently circle that right hand down. Take the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And come up onto fingertips now. As you inhale, let the heart rise between the armpits. As you exhale, straighten the right leg. Or towards straight. Inhale, we lift the heart. Exhale, towards straightening the right leg. Final time, this time press into the right heel. Sweep the arms up to the sky. And once again, open your arms like a little cactus as you lift the heart and chest. Inhale, arms are straight. Exhale, sink deeper as you cactus your arms. Breathing in, arms lift up, hands come down. Take the right leg back. So just before we do side 2, you might be ready now for a little bit of cat and cow. As you inhale, the heart lifts. As you exhale, you round. You might be ready for a down dog, pressing the heart towards the thighs. And if the feet are further away from you, you get more of a shoulder stretch. If you walk the feet forward, you get more of a back of the leg stretch. So what's the most loving thing you can do right now for your body? Just sway, move, shake out the head. And then let's drop the left knees down. Both knees down, sorry. Breathing in, right arm rises. Reach for the stars. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm rises. Exhale, it comes down. Feel how tight the shoulders are again. Inhale, right arm rises. Exhale, down. And this time as the left arm rises, we take the left foot with us. Cactus the arm to the waist. Drop your right ear. See if you can feel where is tight in your neck. And when we're overwhelmed, just focusing on one point of the body can really bring us back to kind of center. Lift the arm up now as if you're trying to touch the sky. Maybe lift the left leg. Take a breath. And hold on to that left foot. Maybe. So the heart rises. We press back into the hands and we breathe into where we feel tightness. Come back down again. This time we sweep the left leg round to the outside of the left hand. And we're right up onto fingertips now as we lift the heart, drop the right thigh. Exhale, work towards straight. We don't always feel loving towards our hamstrings, so notice the judgments that might be rising up now. None of us get to our deathbed and wish that our hamstrings were different, but sometimes we do in the moment. So press down into the left heel, sweep those arms towards the sky, and as you exhale, lunge deeper, elbows to side. Inhale, we rise. Feel the shoulder blades. And pause, lift the heart, take a deep breath in. And take your hands down. So again, you might come into down dog, you might stay on all fours. So we're going to come to something that's not quite a vinyasa now. So really pull your tummy in, press into your toes. And as you inhale, we come forward to plank pose, but then we drop our hips and arch into the back. Exhale, we come back. That doesn't feel good. Stick to something that is more familiar. Otherwise, let's just try it for today. Pull the tummy in. Heart rises, hip drops. We come back. Final time, come forward. Drop the hips. And let's come back to downward facing dog. And now let's drop onto the knees and roll yourself down onto the mat. So first the thighs, pubic bone, chest. And we're coming into Sphinx pose now. The elbows are behind your shoulders. Feel like you're sliding your heart between your armpits as you lift the chest. So breathing all the way down to the lower back. Exhale, soften the face. So turn your left forearm now. So the left fingers are touching the right elbow. Lift your right leg. Press into the forearm so you're lifting up and tall in the heart. You might stay here or you might reach round and hold the foot. Press the foot as close to you as you can. So breathing in, breathing out, stretching our quads. Slowly release. Back to Sphinx. Just turn the ear to one side, circle the chin, ear to the other side. And now let's repeat that. So the forearm comes down, the right forearm, press into the forearm to lift your heart, lift up the left foot. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, we see if we can reach it. And we breathe. And we release. And then just lift up the feet and shake them side to side, just loosening out the lower back. Take the hands down, press into the earth. Let's come back to downward facing dog. One full deep breath in downward facing dog. Exhale, sigh the breath out. And then look towards the hands as we bend and do a little hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, we fold. And with a little bend in the knees, let's sweep our arms all the way up to the sky and take the hands to prayer at the heart. And where your thumbs touch, can you feel a sense of expansion there? So we're working towards dancer's pose today, which is a beautiful heart-opening pose. But first, we're going to just get the energy of it. Take your left hand to the left hip and sweep your right arm towards the sky. Now take your left hand to the lower back and just kick the foot back, the toes are down, and just curl your upper body up. So breathing into the upper chest. So this is one version of dancer. We're just getting that lovely open heart. Take the right hand to your heart now and see if you can tip forward into a balance. And if we wobble, just be kind about that. Kick back into the heel, lengthen the spine forward. And let's come back into a lunge. Breathing in, arms rise up. Exhale, hands to prayer at the heart. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, prayer at the heart. Final time, inhale, we rise. Prayer at the heart. Now pull your tummy as you turn to the right, and you might stay upright, or you might bring your left elbow to the right thigh. And of course, you can drop your left feels more stable. 2. Come back, keeping those hands together. And now we turn the opposite way into warrior 2. So warrior 2 is a big heart opening pose. So opening the arms wide. Inhale, straighten the leg. Draw the energy to the heart center with the hands. Exhale, release that energy into the world. Inhale. Exhale. Final time, inhale. And come back. And now let's reverse that warrior. Left hand comes back, right arm over, and just stretch our shoulders. Take the left fingers around your waist. Breathing into the right rib cage. Maybe sink deeper into the right knee. Keep the heart lifted. One more deep breath. Inhale, rise back up. Frame your front foot. And come back to downward dog. And the same thing, you might come through forward, drop the hips, So if that's the one you've chosen to pause in down dog, can you bend your knees to press your heart just a little closer to the legs? Take a breath. And when you're empty of breath, or hop towards the front of our mat or something thereabouts. Breathe in, little bend in the knees, sweep up and over, hands to heart. And pause again. To breathe. Dancer on the other side. The right hand comes. We lift the left arm up. Okay. And breathe into it. And Rumi, the Sufi poet, said, our heart will never or compass. Now, left hand to heart, right leg lifts. And just pause in this balance. Notice your thoughts. Are they kind? And drop it back down. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, hands towards the heart. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, maybe we drop deeper. Final time. Hands to press. So keeping the spine very tall and long when we do a twist. We turn now to the left. So find your breath before you do anything else. Breathe into side body. And now lean forward and use that right elbow as a little lever to help you spin your heart up. 2 full deep breaths into the side of your ribs. Breathing in, we lift up. Open up into warrior 2. Let's move the energy again. Inhale, heart, hands to heart. Exhale, radiate outwards. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, we radiate outwards. Final time. And pause there as you look forward, reach back, take a deep breath in. And then we reverse. Left arm rises, right hand wraps around you just to stretch the shoulder a little bit. And take 2 deep breaths into the left rib cage. Breathing in, we rise back up to warrior 2. And once again, we come back to down dog. So perhaps you need a rest now. This is going to be our last one. Or again, we come through the vinyasa. We take the hips down, we lift the heart, we press back into dog. And you can do these slow or speeded up, actually. They both have different benefits. So just have a little play. Generally, we don't speed up in yoga, but it can be quite good for us and our circulation there. Pause in stillness, take a deep breath. Lift up your heels, gaze forward, step or hop towards the front of the mat. Breathing in, we lift and lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, we rise. And just close your eyes a moment. Just see if there's a little message in the heart. When we switch the busy mind off, we access that inner knowing or intuition. So now we're going to come into full dancer's pose. You might grab onto a wall or your sofa. Bend. So your first option is the one we first did. We stand on the right leg. We have the left toe behind. We lift the right arm up. And that's a really nice variation of it. Or you might hold onto your left ankle. A little bend in the right knee. We sweep the right arm up. And it's like a set of scales. As the heart comes forward, the foot kicks back. So the torso isn't parallel to the earth. And just see how that looks and feels. If we fall, we get back up again. Just breathing in and breathing out. Make sure you're still breathing. And then when you're done, just slowly come up. Pause there. One hand to heart, one hand to tummy. Breathing in. Breathing out. So let's do that on side 2. So we might take the right foot back. We might lift up the left arm. So that is the energy of the pose. Or we might start to explore, reaching around for the right ankle and coming forward. And it's a beautiful, expansive pose. So really take up space. And slowly come up. And just release the arms down like a pendulum. Lift them up towards the sky. Just let them flop down. A couple more times. So we're coming down for our big back bend now. We've been preparing quite well for this. If you have any knee issues going on and kneeling isn't good for you, then you're going to come onto your back and lift up your hips for what we call bridge pose. Otherwise, we're going to explore camel. So for camel, we come up onto our high kneeling. We turn the toes. And if you can imagine you've got a pair of flared jeans, you put your hands in the pocket. So you press your hips forward and start to look back. So this always often makes me cry, actually. So just be conscious of all the emotions that rise up in a back bend. So remember earlier with those arms, as they go around, slowly, thigh, maybe the heel, breathing in, left arm comes across and behind. One more time, right arm. One more time, left arm. Keep the tummy pulled in. So this is stronger notes. And I press forward. Some of us might hold on to the heels. So wherever you are, just be kind. Some of us might hold the lower back. Breathing in as you curl the upper body back. And then when you're done, you're just going to come and settle into child's pose. Take your time, knees wide, sit back onto the heels. Take the forehead down. And just take a moment to sit with all that arose, because that can sometimes raise all sorts of emotions to the surface. And another quote from Rumi is, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. All those judgments, those comparisons, those compliments we deflect. Breathe into this moment now and just know that you are worthy of love. Take one or two more breaths. And then from your child's pose, let's really slowly come up, crisscross the shins and come onto our back. So once again, we're coming into that symbol of love as we bring the knees in towards our chest. We're just going to rock gently side to side. And then take the right knee in as you extend the left leg away from you and just hook onto your big toe with your peace fingers, index finger and middle finger, and just sort of stir the hip a little bit. And then bring that leg up. So this is half happy baby. You might straighten the leg, you might keep it bent. Just breathe into any tightness. Notice when we use the hands, we involve the shoulders to keep the shoulders soft. And then just hug that right knee in towards you and bring it across the midline of the body. As the right knee comes across, we extend the right arm the opposite way and we breathe into the right lung. Soften the right shoulder. One more full deep breath, right lung. And let's come onto our back and just extend that right leg away from you. Just briefly, you might find that it feels longer than the left. And now bring the left knee in. So hooking onto the toe, do those little circles. Let it be really nourishing and nice, no force. And then extend that leg out, maybe straight, maybe bend, just breathing into any tightness around the left hip. Bring that left knee in this time and just ease it across the midline of the body with the right hand, and you look across towards the left thumb and take 2 to 3 really full breaths into the slightly smaller left lung. Come back to center. Bring the arms and legs up to the sky and shake them all out. Shake everything out, every last little bit of stuck energy. And come to the ultimate loving pose of Shavasana. So lengthening your legs away from you, breathing in and breathing out. And just come to stillness now as you allow the practice to settle. And congratulate yourself for loving yourself to take this time out to practice yoga. So just going to finish with a little quote from Jeff Foster. Fall in love with where you are. Turn towards this a sacred moment, unrepeatable. Trust the ebb and flow of things. Say yes to uncertainty and the unresolvedness of your life. Come out of stories and secondhand dreams. And remember the place where breathing happens, here, now. So keeping the eyes closed. Try not to fast forward ahead to what might be coming next. Just see if we can stay here in this moment, breathing together. Notice the sounds around you, the smells, the sensations. Just keep coming back to this next breath, here and now. Fall in love with where you are right now. I'm just going to be here for about a minute or so, just feeling the breath washing through you, cleansing you of all that no longer serves you. And just start to notice anything around you now that brings you back to this moment, the sounds, the smells. And just yawn your body open, take a full body stretch. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. And just like you're a snow angel, doing those snow angels, bring your arms all the way around the body as you hug those knees in towards your chest. Take a gentle rock from side to side. And then roll yourself up to a seat. As we take the hands to our heart, thank yourself for loving yourself to take this time out today for you. I certainly thank you. And let's take a sweeping breath in as we sweep the arms up towards the sky. Draw all the good stuff to our heart. Namaste.